Welcome back, my dear students. Today we are going to explore the fascinating world of gastrointestinal or GI tract hormones, the chemical messengers that work tirelessly behind the scenes to keep our digestion smooth and efficient. These hormones, secreted by specialized cells in the lining of our stomach and intestines, they coordinate everything from the release of digestive juices and bile to controlling the movement of food through the gut, even signaling our brain when we are hungry or full. Without them, our digestive system would be like an orchestra without a conductor, out of tune and inefficient. By understanding how GI hormones function, we can appreciate their vital role in maintaining good health and learn how imbalances can lead to various digestive and metabolic problems. So let's dive in and see how these hidden managers of our gut work to keep our body nourished and balanced. Introduction. The gastrointestinal tract is not only a site for digestion and absorption but also functions as the largest endocrine organ in the body. It secretes a variety of hormones and paracrine factors that regulate digestive functions, nutrient assimilation, and gut-brain communication. These hormones are produced by specialized enteroendocrine cells located throughout the mucosal layer of the stomach, small intestine, and the colon. Overview. Source: enteroendocrine cells or EE cells scattered in the epithelium of the GI tract. Secretion mode: endocrine into bloodstream, paracrine local diffusion, and neurocrine via enteric nervous system. Control: it is stimulated by food components like proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, neural inputs, and other hormones. Physiological roles like regulation of secretion, motility, digestion, absorption, satiety, and metabolic homeostasis. The table summarizing five gastrointestinal hormones, their secretion sites, primary stimuli, and main physiological functions. Gastrin, secreted by G cells in the stomach and duodenum, is stimulated by peptides, amino acids, gastric distension, and vagal input, increasing gastric acid secretion and motility. Secretin from S cells in the duodenum responds to acidic chyme and promotes bicarbonate secretion while reducing gastric emptying and acid production. Cholecystokinin or CCK, released by I cells in the duodenum and jejunum, is triggered by fatty acids and peptides, aiding gallbladder contraction, pancreatic enzyme release, and satiety signaling. Gastric inhibitory peptides or GIP and motilin, secreted by K cells and M cells respectively, have roles in decreasing gastric acid or motility, increasing insulin release, and initiating migrating motor complexes during fasting. This table also showing 6 gastrointestinal hormones with their secretion sites, stimuli, and main roles. Vasoactive intestinal peptide or VIP, not very important person, which is secreted by enteric neurons, triggered by neural stimuli. It increases the intestinal water and electrolyte secretion, relaxes smooth muscles, and raises the blood flow. Somatostatin, released from the D cells in the stomach, intestine, and pancreas in response to acid and neural input. It inhibits the secretion of gastrin, secretin, cholecystokinin, GIP, VIP, and gastric acid. Ghrelin, produced by P or D1 cells in the stomach during fasting. It stimulates appetite, increases growth hormone release, and promotes gastric motility. Peptide YY or PYY, secreted by L cells in the ileum and colon in response to fatty acids and bile acids. It reduces gastric emptying, decreases intestinal motility, increases water or electrolyte absorption, and induces satiety. Enteroglucagon or GLP-1, released from L cells in the ileum and colon when nutrients reach the distal gut. It enhances insulin secretion, reduces gastric emptying and promotes satiety. Neurotensin produced by N cells in the ileum in response to fatty acids, it decreases gastric acid secretion, shows gastric motility and increases intestinal blood flow. Now you should study physiological significance of different gastrointestinal hormones. Gastrointestinal hormones regulate digestive secretions, coordinate motility and maintain energy balance. Gastrin, secretin and cholecystokinin control acid, bicarbonate, bile and enzyme release with pH regulation, while motilin, CCK and PYY manage chyme movement. Incretins or GIP or GLP-1 support glucose homeostasis, and fat sensitive hormones like CCK or PYY promote satiety to prevent overeating. Gastrointestinal hormones communicate with the brain to regulate appetite and feeding behavior. They support mucosal growth and repair and protect against acid injury. Ghrelin stimulates hunger, while CCK, GLP-1 and PYY promote satiety or the feeling of hunger. Gastrin and other peptides aid epithelial regeneration, and secretin with bicarbonate along with somatostatin safeguard the mucosa from excess acidity. Clinical relevance. Gastrointestinal hormones have diagnostic, pathological and therapeutic significance. Elevated gastrin aids in diagnostic Zollinger-Ellison syndrome. Motilin drugs treat motility disorder, and secretin tests assesses pancreatic function. Hormonal imbalances can lead to peptic ulcer, type 2 diabetes and appetite disorders. Therapeutically, GLP-1 analogs manage diabetes and obesity. Somatostatin analogs treat bleeding, diarrhea and tumor, while CCK antagonists are explored for gallstone and obesity prevention. GI hormones coordinate secretion, motility and absorption with neural and local reflexes, and their imbalances can cause systemic metabolic issues. They are key targets for therapies in gastrointestinal, metabolic and appetite related disorders. So, the GI tract is a neuroendocrine organ whose hormones regulate digestion, absorption, motility, satiety, and metabolism. Understanding their interactions is key for diagnosing and treating digestive and metabolic disorders and developing new therapies. I hope this class helped you understand the importance of gastrointestinal or GI tract hormones, how they regulate the secretion of digestive juices, control the movement of food or motility of the food, maintain the right pH of enzyme activity, and even communicate with the brain to manage hunger and satiety. These hormones work together like a well-trained team to ensure our digestion is smooth, efficient, and balanced. By appreciating their role, we can better understand how hormonal imbalances may lead to digestive or metabolic disorder, and how medical science uses this knowledge for effective treatments. If this lesson helped you, please like, share and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you.